Well, hi, Geminis. Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So, Geminis, let's find out. What can you expect coming up in your life? If this reading resonates, it's probably your reading. If it does not resonate, it probably is not your reading. And I would check your moon sign because that is your emotional and private self. Or get a private reading from someone you trust. All cards are male or female. The overall energy of this reading is the Ace of Pentacles. There's an offer here. And this offer looks like it includes security and stability. This might be a commitment offer. Let's find out why the Ace of Pentacles is surrounding your entire reading up here in your highest energy. The Emperor. The Emperor is the card for Aries. So Aries might be strong in your chart someplace or in somebody else's around this reading. But this is your energy. Your energy is holding true to yourself. Your energy is like not accepting anything that is anything less than what you want from life. It's just holding true to yourself. It's stubborn, but it's in a good way here. You're very well liked and respected by others. You might even hold a job as a leader in your profession or in the court system with the Emperor being here. So these are the strongest energies in your entire reading. So it's like you're going to hold true to yourself. It looks like either you're making an offer or an offer is coming in. More than likely, one is being offered to you. And you're going to be all up in your head about it. That's what I see. So you're not really budging. It's not like you're just jumping on this offer. You struggle with it. You struggle with it mentally. There might be some discussions about it. About like, why do you think that I'm going to accept that offer, you know. There's some struggles going on. There's anxiety, confusion, there's stress associated with this. Now, they might be putting pressure on you to take it or leave it, you know, when maybe you're not ready. You haven't made that decision yet. And if you're not ready as the Emperor to make that decision yet, you won't. So I have the Chariot next to the Five of Wands, but it looks like you're going to move forward. I mean, this is all about moving forward in life. This is the card for Cancer. Cancer might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But the Chariot, this is about moving forward, sometimes at a fast pace. Under the Emperor is the Ace of Wands. You know, this Ace of Pentacles is all about a fresh start and new beginning. And like I say, you're not going to jump on any offer. You have to you think things through, and you will be up in your head about it, okay? So the Ace of Wands is a fresh start, new beginning. It's just blossoming. I feel like you are moving forward with this offer after you get past the Five of Wands. I have the Two of Swords next to the Ace of Pentacles and under the Chariot. Now, you're like, this is your energy. You have your arms across your heart. Now, you do not want to get into something that's going to eventually fall apart. You don't want to get into something that's going to break your heart. So your swords are up. And so you're on guard. That's probably why you're struggling mentally here. And your blindfold's on. And it's like, gosh, do I have to deal with this now? It's like, I don't think you were quite ready for this offer to come in when it did. And there even might be a little arguing about that. You might just really hold steady, you know, and hold true, like, I'm not quite ready yet. I'm not quite ready. So maybe this whole reading is about coming to the point of getting ready to accept this offer. I have the Star card under the Ace of Wands. This is the card for Aquarius, so Aquarius might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But there's a lot of deep healing going on here. I think you've been in a relationship before. I think you now know who you are. I think you actually healed right down to your bare bones, right down to the essence of who you are. It's very spiritual, very deep healing. And I think that's why you have these mental struggles about this offer that's coming forward. And I don't think you want to go to this place again because it was such a deep healing situation and you did have to become yourself again. It took a piece of you, but you are all there now. And you know exactly what you want. You know exactly what you don't want. And you're trying to make darn sure that this is what you want. The sun is right next to the star and right under the Ace of Pentacles. This is the card in the tarot deck for fresh starts and new beginnings, right under the Ace of Pentacles, right next to your healing. So you're done with your healing, I think, because you have become very strong, very independent, and knowing what you want. So this is all about love. It's about joy and fresh starts and new beginnings, and it's associated with this offer. It's right next to the Four of Wands. See, this is something that you kind of like, you really don't want to deal with, protecting your heart. If you're going to get into this marriage, and I think it's a marriage proposal to tell you the truth, or moving in together, just something very serious. But this card represents, it's a soulmate, it's a divine soulmate oven. There is love. There is union between two people. There's joy. Look, it's right next to a card of fresh starts and new beginnings with lots of joy and love. And I see the two of you becoming committed to each other and moving forward. Let's take out the second part of this reading. I see that you hold out until you're sure. That's how I feel. And I feel like they let you, you know, because they love you. There's a lot of love here. Geminis, what else do we need to know? Oh, goodness. What else do we need to know? Oh, there's definitely soulmates. I have Temperance up in your highest energy. Now, Temperance is here. This is your guardian angels and spirit guides. They are here mixing that potion back and forth, back and forth. They're trying to help get you grounded. You have one foot in the water of emotion when this all comes about. You have 1 foot on the ground, so you're 1 foot still on the ground. They need both your feet on the ground in order for you to make the right decision for you, okay? So they're working really hard to keep you grounded, not to get overly up in your head about it. Get grounded, think things through in a very clear manner. Do take a look at it, take that blindfold off and really give it some thought. Maybe put your swords down a little bit, unblock your heart a little bit so that you know that what it is that you want. The Ace of Cups is right next to Temperance, and they're saying, look, this is a real offer. You got 3 aces. You got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Wow. This is an offer, includes a lot of love. Whoever this is very sincere. They really have true feelings for you, and they really want to move forward with you. Now, I have the Devil card next to that Ace of Cups, and this is part of what you're up in your head about. First off, the horns are for Capricorn. So, that's all that's about. This is the card for Capricorn. The energy is toxic. So this is like a third party. You might have been in a third party situation before. I think you have. And I think that you've said goodbye to that. I think you've healed over it very deeply, and you're just like afraid. You're very hesitant about getting too deep into a relationship, but the love is there. It's absolutely there. From their side, but I think it's on your side too. Under Temperance is the Three of Swords. See, you did a lot of healing. We got the Devil, has 3 people in it. We got the Three of Swords, it has 3 swords in it. And you've just been trying to, like I say, block your heart, because your heart's been hurt before. And Temperance needs you to kind of put all this emotion aside that has to do with a past relationship so you can make a grounded decision to move forward. You don't want to stay in this energy forever and block all relationships because of it, okay? Otherwise, they're still winning. Excuse me. Famous cough again. You're in a reading. So, 7 of Swords. right next to the Three of Swords and under that Ace of Cups. It's like whoever you were in love, I think, with whoever it is that broke your heart, they were being sneaky. They were being deceitful. They were lying, stealing, or cheating. I think they were cheating, to tell you the truth. And lies come with that. And so stealing of love comes with that. And not giving back. A lot comes with that. These are the energies that are coming flooding back to you, that you need to take your foot out of the water. Stop letting these energies run your life. I have the Five of Swords next to the Seven of Swords and under the Devil. And this is like picking up your swords of truth and clarity and watching the two of them fade away. Them and whoever they're cheating with. You know, maybe it's a whole bunch of different people they were cheating with. Doesn't matter. There was more than one. There were, you know, and you got your truth. You got your clarity. And you did let them go. You did let them fade off. But this is kind of brought up some old feelings, this offer. And so you're very cautious about moving forward. But it does look like you're going to. And it does look like a very sincere offer. 3 aces, okay? Wands, new beginnings, fresh starts, passion. Ace of Pentacles, groundedness, security, stability, commitment. Ace of Cups is love runneth over. And I think you love this person. I do. Under the Three of Swords is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is what you've been looking at here. This is Earth, actually. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. It's next to this Four of Wands. But you're looking at the security and the stability of this relationship, okay? So here's the offer, and you're really, really taking a hard look at it. Like, can this really last? Can this really be the one for me? It's right next to the King of Pentacles. So this is the couple that they want to be. This is the couple I think you're going to be. A very grounded, a very secure and stable relationship, and that's exactly what you want. And there's also a lot of love involved, a lot of joy, fresh start, new beginning. And you know, Earth sign again, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. But I see that both of you, you have the same goals. You want the same things from life, and you are very respectful of each other, and that's what you want. I have the Page of Cups under that Five of Swords, and next to this King of Pentacles. So the Page of Cups, this is what you were getting, all right? This is a cup that has a fish in it. This can be a card for Pisces. Pisces might be strong in your chart or around this reading. But, you know, since there's a fish in that cup, there's not a lot of room for love. And that usually comes with the rest of these cards. So that's all you were getting before. But I'm telling you, this relationship, it looks like you will be accepting it. I feel like they are very patient, this person. And that makes this offer. And they're so sincere about it. And they really have no interest whatsoever in seeing anybody else. They really want to make it work. And I think you're going to get that, and I think you will be moving forward with them, and you are headed to a fresh start, new beginning that's full of joy and love. Wow. Love it. I love it, Gemini. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.